show.
They're the world's most fearsome fighting team.
We're really hip.
They're heroes in
MouthWash.
and they're green.
Hey, get a grip.
7:30.
Attacks.
MouthWash.
Boys don't come
It's not about being original. It's about being a new adaptation.
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Look at all new things.
MouthWash.
GeekStreetSociety.com.
Dang.
It's true.
Are you playing peekaboo with the camera?
Yeah, of course I am.
But what do you mean of course you are?
Don't disrespect our listeners like that.
Do you think they're babies? Do you think our listeners are babies?
It depends. Are they
You
Call of
think-
Duty players?
Hey. Actually, so having played both of them now, I actually like Call of Duty better than Battlefield. That's just
That's
the
okay.
truth.
You're wrong, and I
That's
accept
welcome
you
to his
because of your
opinion.
fault.
I like that you can. It seems to me like there's a lot more stuff you can do in Battlefield. After
Battlefield,
watching it,
in my experience, Battlefield is too forgiving. It takes too many shots to kill someone, and yeah,
I don't know.
That was really it. That's all he's got.
yeah. Well, that's my big problem. Like, I play on freaking hardcore. Like, I like one shot, one kill with basically any gun. Makes my life better. I want it
Anyway.
in my body.
I think Battlefield 4 is really cool. I just think it needs to be done.
Well, yeah,
I'm
definitely.
looking at you, EA. Finish your damn games before you release them.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other part of it. It's
Finish your
being
damn
published by
games.
EA.
Don't make me that
Makes it
angry about Dead Space
inherently-
2.
Makes it inherently inferior because it's EA.
I don't know. Dead Space 1
Yeah.
was really good. Dead Space 1.
Because Activision has a spotless track record.
Dead Space 1 and the first 3/4 of Dead Space 2 were amazing. I haven't played Dead Space 3 yet, though. So
I really like
We're
it.
going to. We're going to do the Let's Play of it. Where me
Just
and
me
Fasa are
screaming
going to
like
go
a bitch.
fight necromorphs together. So
Just me screaming like a bitch. But I really enjoyed Dead Space 3. I thought it was really cool. The gun customization was really fun. Now, it's not so much centered on horror as the first two are, but...
which is a little bit of a disappointment.
Well, no, actually, I'll put it this way. The co-op greatly detracts from the horror because...
You got another person there with you.
Yeah, however, when you're by yourself, it does feel more like a classic Dead Space. However, it's just more the jump scares and the booze will get you, well, at least to me. But handling the situations are a little bit easier because of the gun customization. Now, if you're not very creative and you just want guns that shoot bullets, you're going to have a hard time. Do not just make big guns that shoot bullets.
I can't just make a super ridiculous plasma cutter, because that is my favorite gun in the
You
game.
can make a giant plasma gun that can switch. Except it shoots like art. Yeah, no, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
I actually attached one to the end of my gun. So I have my assault rifle with a plasma gun on the bottom. Like, these are for people, and this is for necromorphs. And,
I just wanted a line gun with more ammo. Just
Yeah. You can make that. You can make a lot of cool stuff. My favorite thing to do is I can make a ripper that shoots the blade, and then I can pick up the blade like with the other part of the gun and then switch it with actuators. And just,
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
I did always like the Ripper.
Yeah.
I didn't use it much in the first game, but I used it a lot in the second game and realized I'm like, this gun's awesome.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect I'm trapped in a corner gun. Like, just necromorphs push you in a corner and you're like, I'm just going to chop off limbs. Ah! Like,
Sweep the leg.
I don't have any other ammo.
Sweep the leg.
Yeah.
So shout out to Dead Space. I love Dead Space. It's really cool. And I'm not much of a horror person, but I really enjoys me some Dead Space. But yeah, the scary parts of the co-op part are the side missions that involve the other guy going freaking nuts because he's seeing stuff.
Well, yeah.
And for example, you guys know about the cookies. He's been on here a couple of times, and I played the campaign at least like 4 or 5 times with him in Dead Space 3. And he was always Carter, the other guy.
Right.
And the first time we played, he started seeing like nutcrackers on walls and children running around. And I'm just sitting next to him going, "Dude, come on, what are you doing? I can't move. I can't. What's with the And I'm just watching him going nuts, and like, it was almost surreal because in the game the two characters are freaking out, and then in real life, me and my buddy are just freaking out. Like, dude, what are you shooting at?
It's not real!
Because he's just
Carver, it's not real!
Yeah, he's just like shooting the ceiling and everything. And I'm actually shooting the actual enemies in the room, and I'm like, cookies, is not real. It was intense. intense. It was
And he
intense.
just looks at you in real life and says, "How do you know what's real?"
I just stabbed you in the neck, and that's why you're dead.
and then I say, "Why are you in my house?" And then I die.
Yeah. You were at your house playing this game 5 seconds ago.
This isn't split screen. So
My life is a split screen.
I'm the night.
I'm the night.
I'm so tired.
Really? Why does it always come back to Batman quotes?
Because
So tired.
everything in Mouthwash always comes back to Batman.
That's that's fair. That is in fact the case. Mouthwash. We always come back to Batman. It's a new
Batman always
tagline.
comes back
Because
to
you're
us.
rich and neither of us had a father.
I'll clear for that.
Wow. Okay.
That was clever.
That was well played. And for the record, I'm not rich. My parents are.
Just like Batman. Yeah. I'm so sad.
I'm not saying.
I want a father. I don't actually want a father.
I'll be your daddy. Oh. Anyway, before
So
this,
today's anime day.
That
well,
was a transition.
yes, in theory, because
I couldn't take it anymore, so I just had to go.
Yeah, we wanted to
like my father.
move on before it got too graphic for the Twitch stream.
Anyway, so we're getting too used to the Twitch thing and not the radio part. We're sorry,
Yes,
guys.
we need to start making visual gags.
That's why I should just go to Twitch and watch it. Like,
Yeah,
go to
seriously.
Twitch. We keep telling you
no
where to
reason not
go.
to. Unless
Go
you're
to Twitch.
driving. You probably should not be watching this while you're driving.
One of these days we should wear like really
Twitch.tv hashtag GSS mouthwash.
One of these days,
live.
though, we should wear really ridiculous hats and not talk about it on the show. But if you're watching the stream,
That's
you'll
actually a really
notice.
good idea.
Like,
So, hey, you know
We
what?
should put like little visual gags in
just
the back.
don't
of the Twitch guys get.
don't acknowledge
know.
the hats at all.
You'll
Yeah.
never know what to expect here on the Mouthwash. So watch the Twitch stream to see what we do next.
Because next week I'll just put a blow up doll in the background.
Because
Not
we're
talking about-
wacky.
I'm nutty. Or one day I just won't wear pants. I will just get up and go to the bathroom and not have any pants on. I wear underwear, just not pants.
You'll just never know what we're going to
No,
do with that
no.
folding chair.
No. Wingman looked me in my eyes and said, no. You won't.
I'm with Wingman on this. You need to wear pants. Like, I know you've been wanting to not wear pants for a while.
I won't take them both off. I mean, come on. I'm trying to be professional about this. As I say, I'm not wearing
Be
pants.
professional
Anyway.
about not wearing pants on air.
Exactly.
Okay,
You know me.
I do.
He's
absolutely
he's
right.
100% right.
So, this is actually the first time on Wednesday we've had this gentleman here
Yeah, it's
Talking
actually
about
been
anime.
quite a while, yeah.
to talk about anime with. So, me and you have to have a Naruto freakout session because, oh my god, about everything that's going on in Naruto with Madara being Jesus.
FYI, for those of you who
You think everyone's Jesus.
don't know,
No, Aggro, back me up. Madara's kind of Jesus.
Madara is not Jesus. He's evil.
He's kind of evil Jesus.
He's kind of evil Jesus.
Pretty sure that's right, Ra's al Ghul.
It's evil Moses. Evil Jesus is Madara.
I don't think he's evil Jesus.
Come on.
How
With
is
the long
he?
hair. He's a carpenter of some kind because he makes wood chakra.
No,
controls
he got
people.
that ability from Hashirama.
Who's
So if
good
anybody-
Jesus?
Who's good Jesus?
Good Jesus.
If he was evil Jesus, he'd have to. Hashirama would have to have facial hair because the evil clone always has the reverse kind of facial hair that the other one has. So because Hashirama,
Jesus didn't necessarily have
because Jesus
facial hair.
had, he most likely did. He lived in the
That's
Middle
not
East
the
and was a
point.
man.
Not the point.
It's kind of the point.
That's not the point. Doom Rangers says LOL.
So if Hashirama was Jesus,
Hashirama.
then Madara would have to have a goatee because he doesn't have any facial.
That's
hair.
true.
Yeah. So that automatically disqualifies him from being evil Jesus.
That's true. By the rules of evil versions of people, he must have the opposite facial hair. It's how it works.
Yeah.
It's like Spock with that goatee.
Darkling doesn't have opposite facial hair.
Yeah, he's just black, I guess. I don't know.
He's a photo negative.
Yeah.
I don't
There
actually
was
know.
a joke there. I had to,
Darkling? Wait, what? I don't actually know what you're talking
regardless
about.
of my own personal
You know what
beliefs, I
Dark
had
Link
to
is?
make the joke.
Darkling?
Dark Link.
Dark Link. Oh, yeah, I know who Dark Link is. I heard Darkling.
Well, that's
like
not, I said Dark
Darkling.
Link.
like it was the
That's
evil,
what I heard at first, and then I knew what you were talking
Like-
I
about.
said Dark Link.
like you were talking about evil Darkwing Duck, Darkling Duck. Like I
When
don't.
there's trouble, you call DW.
Darkwing Duck. I like.
Darkwing Duck.
Let's get dangerous.
All right. Anyway, we were talking about anime. Or
Well,
manga.
Darkwing Duck's anime.
No,
Really,
no, it's
no.
not.
In my mind.
It's not anime actually at all. It's a Western cartoon.
Yeah.
In my mind, it's
And-
anime.
And for the people who don't know me very well,
Contractually obligated to say that 17 times an episode.
yeah, because I haven't been here on the anime shows very often. I'm very much more a manga person in general.
Well, it's manga anime.
Yeah, I'm the person who prefers to read the comics. I actually dislike the majority of anime, but there are animes that I really, really do like. I'm just very, very picky when it comes to anime because most of their quality just bores me. I don't know.
Explain. I mean, you're a big boy, but use big words.
Well, I don't know. I just, I do know. I like saying I don't know. When it comes to manga, I guess I like the art a lot more. I get to appreciate the ink work and the drawings, and a lot of the time,
The shading.
a lot of the time, except for in very specific situations, like important fights or other important scenes of an anime, the animation is done as cheaply and poorly as possible for the majority of anime. There are anime that break this rule, but most anime are done as cheaply and poorly quality as possible just for production time. And I realize that that's not the animators, the producers' fault, and them just wanting to shit it out to cash in on the manga's success.
Take this. Yeah.
So I just don't like the majority of anime because there's filler episodes and poor animation quality, and I just don't have the time for it. I don't care. I would much rather, as somebody who reads very quickly, like I'll go through a manga in an hour or less, or 15 minutes depending on it, especially if it's a new chapter. I can read a new chapter in probably less than a minute when it gets updated online. So I don't want to sit there for 30 minutes and watch the same frame with different mouth movements.
I mean, that's fair. I feel like there are anime that don't fall into that. There's a bunch of anime that
No,
don't
I
fall into
agree,
that trap,
but the majority of them do. Like, I can name things off of animes that I do like, like Full Metal Alchemist, which tends to have higher quality animation. Paranoia Agent, which is amazing because it's by Satoshi Kon. Cowboy Bebop, which has fairly high quality animation throughout, and it's not boring and full of filler episodes. But then you can look at something like the Naruto anime, which I absolutely love the manga. I cannot stand the anime at all. The Bleach anime, absolutely love the manga. Cannot stand the anime.
Ugh, I can't even stand the manga.
Yeah, like Fruits Basket or anything else. Like I really enjoy manga, but on a whole, most anime is just way too low quality for me to enjoy.
I guess that's fair.
Especially being somewhat spoiled with 90s and 80s anime, with things like Akira and Ninja Scroll and, Ghost in the Shell and other awesome things. I have a higher standard, I guess, and I don't want to just sit there and watch crap because it's something that I like in a different format.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like I don't want to watch Teen Titans Go because I was spoiled by the original Teen Titans show.
Yeah, I understand. I can understand that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Not that I don't like anime. I just don't like the majority of anime.
what about Attack on Titan? Like we were talking about it earlier. How do you feel about?
Dream Ranger says the anime version of Bleach has too much talking.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Just filler episodes. Just everything takes way too long. And as somebody who reads things very quickly, I get bored. I get irritated, and I can't sit there. I have much more productive things I could do with my time. But in regards to Attack on Titan, I'm one of the few people that hasn't gotten into it who has watched it, I think. A lot of people say, oh, I don't know if I'd be into that, and then they watch it and they jump on the bandwagon.
Right.
I've given it a shot. I've read some of the manga. I've watched the anime a fair amount. I can't say I haven't watched it in its entirety because I didn't get into it, but I watched, the first couple of episodes and then jumped forward a bit to see if it got more exciting. And honestly, I didn't really get into it. I like a lot of the art direction. I think it's pretty for the times that it's interesting. And especially the anime looks a lot better than the manga, which is rare.
Right.
the manga's art is pretty awful, to be honest.
Yeah, Fasa, I think, has talked about that before,
Yeah,
that he hates that manga.
The art is pretty bad, and which surprised me because the anime actually looks fairly good when it just comes to, aesthetic and the style and the quality of the animation, and the music is really good too. But
Yes, yes.
I don't know, I can't get into it. I gave the episodes a shot. It took way too long to get to be interesting. Like, the first episode has Titans in it, and then you have to wait another 8 episodes for anything interesting to happen. It's just a lot of boring character development I don't care about. It seems like to me, personally, it seems like the anime tries to force feed you character development. It doesn't actually make you care about any of the characters. Like, I lost count and got bored of the number of times I got reminded of Aaron's mom dying.
Okay, that's...
It's just after
Fair.
everything, there's always that flashback of the Titan eating his mom, and I just got really tired of seeing the same animation 5 times in each episode.
Okay, I can see that.
And I don't know, the Titan fights themselves are cool. There's just way too many chunks of boring, non-necessary character development between it for me. I don't know, it seems like the show is called Attack on Titan, and that only makes up like a 1/7 of the time on the show.
Fair enough. I
got really bored.
Okay, that's fair. I have not had that experience, but all I can say is the art in Attack on Titan reminds me entirely too much of Paranoia Agent.
It doesn't remind me of Paranoia Agent at all.
Specifically,
That's just Satoshi Kon is a god.
Specifically, it reminds me of the opening credit sequence of Paranoia Agent.
I can see that. Okay, that makes sense.
Just the people laughing creepily with 2 wide mouths that clearly just want to eat you.
I get that. Yeah, I get that. That does make sense. But the actual animation of the show in the actual episodes does not remind me at all, and that's just because Satoshi Kon's attention to quality is ridiculous.
Yeah,
like he. If you don't know who Satoshi Kon is, he recently passed away a few years ago, but he was a fantastic director for mostly movies, animated movies.
Generally.
He did Paranoia Agent, which is a series, but aside from that, he did movies like Perfect Blue.
Oh, so good.
It's so good. And Paprika, which is one of the more popular ones, or Millennium Actress. And I've seen pretty much everything he's done, and I absolutely love him. I'm a big Satoshi Kon fan. And the attention to quality he has is just ridiculous. He would draw the storyboards for his movies, and he would pretty much do the key shots. So for those of you not familiar with how animation is done, there's pretty much a method of which that they approach to make it, where you start by doing the key poses, which is pretty much the main points of action in a movement. So if you were going to throw a punch, the key poses would be, like having your fist backwards, about halfway through it, and then when your fist is fully extended.
Sure.
And then the frames between that are called the key frames, or the in-betweens.
Okay.
And so Satoshi Kon, normally you have a team of people do the in-betweens, which are called the in-betweeners because it's the more tedious work. And then the sort of main artist does the key shots, which are the main points in the action and determine the animation.
Okay.
And so Satoshi Kon would do those, and he wouldn't just sketch them out or do rough storyboards. His storyboards would look almost the same level of detail as the finished product.
Okay.
Like, it was ridiculous. I didn't know that, and he's just so good at what he did.
Yeah.
And
he was great. He was great at what he did.
But I don't know. I just absolutely love Paranoia Agent and everything else Satoshi Kon does.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're coming up on a break, though. So when we come back, I think we'll move on from anime a little bit. We've actually talked about anime for quite a bit of this show, and I think we can move on to talking maybe a little bit more about movies, because on Monday we touched on some of the movies we're looking forward to coming up in 2014. I don't think we talked about Captain America nearly enough. Let's be perfectly serious about that. We talked about Days of Future Past. We talked about Guardians of the Galaxy. We need to talk about Captain America. That's the thing that needs to happen. So when we come back, we'll be talking about the Captain America movie, Captain America 2, which has the Winter Soldier. I'm like, it has a subtitle. I don't remember what the subtitle is because I'm dumb. Anyway, we'll be right back here on the Mouthwash. I'm the Gnome.
I'm Fasa.
This is Aggro, the
Yes.
guy who hates anime for you.
Yes, he hates your animes with his faces.
We'll be right back. Yes, yes, yes.
KGSS.
This is a journey into sound. A journey which along the way will bring to you new color, new dimension, new values. And new stereophonic sound. So our journey takes us into the field of music.
Your magic wand. I am your magic wand.
Geek Street Society Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Inform Lord Vader we have a prisoner.
Since you are reluctant to provide us with the location of the rebel base, I have chosen to test this station's destructive power on your home planet of
Geek Street Society Radio.
Where is the rebel base?
I can hold it. No, I'm all right.
Continue with the operation. You may fire when ready.
What?
You're far too trust.
GeekStreetSociety.com.
I want more clothes to put on. I need more clothes.
Let's go to Goodwill. I need to cover my shame.
I'm the Gnome.
This is Mouthwash. I'm Fasa.
I'm Aggro.
And I'm the Gnome. Legendary.
Here on the Mouthwash. Mouthwash.
Mouthwash. But you didn't hold it.
All up in that cortex.
All up in y'all's brain.
Is there such thing as psychological assault? Because that just happened.
Pretty sure that there is such a thing. Here on the Mouthwash. Here on the Mouthwash.
Captain America.
Captain America. Okay, I'm good.
Well, if you weren't awake, you're awake now. I'm Fasa.
Yeah, I'm the Gnome.
This is Aggro.
At least I lean away from the mic when I do that, unlike some people.
Welcome back to the Mouthwash.
That's right. I'm calling Foss out. I'm calling Foss out. Okay, Jesus, calm down. So, welcome back to the Mouthwash. You are listening.
It's a show.
Because you must.
You're listening to it.
We do what we must because we can. Here on the Mouthwash. We talked about it before. Before the break, I teased we were talking about Captain America, the Winter Soldier, because it looks so good.
It looks so awesome.
I want it so bad. Why isn't it out right now? I want to see it today.
God, you sound like my girlfriend.
But I
Totally listening right now.
Has she been smoking for 40 years? Like,
No.
I want to see it now. Yeah.
No, I want to see it now. Why
Honey,
isn't
calm
it out? I need it. Like,
Oh, I didn't go there at all.
that's where I went.
Well, that's apparently she wanted you to, so I guess that's consensual and that's good. So
I did say my girlfriend, not random girl on the street.
why isn't it out yet? Wait, what? What are you talking about, random girl on the street? I want to see it. Can we?
I didn't realize I was that famous.
You're making me uncomfortable now. Anyway, so
This is the show I'm on.
yeah, this is the show
this is
that
what
you're
I
on.
signed
This
up
is-
for.
This is actively the
That's
thing.
just Prime.
This is what you're doing right now, is being on the show.
Yep.
Yep. So, Winter Soldier. We've all seen the trailers, and I think if you haven't seen the
trailer.
trailer, well, the trailer, yeah. I'm so depressed.
The moment there's two, trust me, you'll hear it from here first.
Yeah, absolutely. If only because we're the first thing in the morning that you'll see, because we're on very early. So,
That's true.
Captain America, I'm very interested to see what they do. I like that they're including the Black Widow in this movie because frankly they need to include Black Widow and Hawkeye in movies that aren't their own, because I don't think they could, unless they do a movie about Budapest.
You and I remember Budapest very differently.
Like unless they do a Black Widow and Hawkeye super spy ridiculous movie, which
No one would see anyway.
I'd see it. I think it'd be a lot of fun, but I'm not sure that it would fit very well into the Marvel, like the feeling of the Marvel.
I feel like it'd be
superhero
better
movies.
as like a one shot or something,
Right.
on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Like it might work better as just an episode of TV or something, but the interesting part is that I think they need to put more exposure out there for both Black Widow and Hawkeye, the characters that don't have their own movie franchises. And I think this is the way to do it, is you put her as sort of the super spy and the lowest powered,
Avenger.
Like, you can't put her in Thor and have her be realistically useful.
Even though Cap America is not to be effed with.
No, but he is the lowest power member of the Avengers, apart from her and Hawkeye.
I don't know. I'd say Tony by himself is not very high powered.
Tony's not by himself, though.
He's never.
That's
by
not
himself.
a thing.
I'm just saying,
The fact that he's able to whistle and a suit flies from his house
He's
obviously means he's. Yeah.
Yeah, I just made a Bioshock reference in regards to Iron Man.
he just pulls out his little knife flute and
Yeah.
plays into it, and a green Iron Man suit.
Did
shows
you
up.
just?
I
Power Ranger
absolutely
that out?
did Power Rangers. That.
Nice.
He summons a giant
Tony Stark!
a giant green Zord. Yeah, he's the green. Tony Stark is the Green Ranger. I think that's
Dragon
perfectly
Ranger?
clear. I think they make a good metaphor
Praise
of
the
that in
song
the
for Iron
movies. They do an excellent job comparing him to the Green Ranger and making it very clear that that's their intention in those films.
I mean, same color scheme, not really.
That he makes. He's now an MMA fighter.
I just want to mention that the Winter Soldier looks really cool, too.
Honestly, all of it looks cool. Even the Falcon, which.
By the way, good job.
I'm not gonna lie. I was hesitant because the Falcon.
It's not cool.
The Falcon is lame.
Just historically lame. It's not his fault. He's just designed poorly.
A dude in a wingsuit. He's like the Vulture, except he's not old and creepy, so therefore not as interesting. Like,
that's real talk.
Like seriously, the Vulture isn't a good villain. He's just old and creepy. And
we're talking about the Falcon.
Well, right, but my point being that the Falcon was like the Vulture without the things that makes him interesting. He just had wings.
It was black.
Ooh, awesome. And that always makes
They had
me
to
sad,
practically
actually.
kill Angel to make him interesting.
Yeah, and that's they had to cut off his wings, replace them with metal, and put missiles in them to make Angel interesting. Like,
Yeah.
let's be serious.
And
Just fly.
Don't you just love comic books?
And
He's
but-
boring. Maim him.
Yeah, Apocalypse had to maim him and make him into a new character to make him interesting.
When he became Archangel, when he was
Shit got real.
the Horseman, when he was War, the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Fair enough. Well played. Okay, that's
shit got real twice.
That's
Apocalypse just shows up and he's like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "I'm the reboot."
I'm the reboot.
I'm here to make you interesting.
That's awful.
But Falcon, like Falcon, that shot in the trailer of Falcon jumping backward off a building with Mac 10s.
helicarrier.
Or jumping off the helicarrier with Mac 10s and just not giving a family, like, that looks amazing. And I was always sad because, unfortunately, we've talked about it before, but black superheroes are sort of few and far between and are often neglected, unfortunately.
Or given names like Black Lightning.
Or are given names like Black Lightning, or their greatest ambition is to run their gang.
At least we have Black Panther.
And that's it.
And Storm.
They got divorced because Black Panther was tired of her.
It doesn't mean Storm's less awesome.
Just by the way, best way to divorce a superhero couple ever. The High Priest says we can't be married anymore. But honey, aren't you the High Priest? Yeah, get out.
Aren't you?
That's how that happened.
Are you saying that's better than making your marriage never exist before by making a deal with Mephisto?
Yeah.
But I thought that was the best superhero divorce ever in order to bring
That's the
Aunt
most
May
sad
back or something. I don't.
That was the most sad and depressing.
That entire thing was dumb. I hate you, Spider-Man. That's not true. I just hate the people that write stories like that for Spider-Man.
So the majority of Spider-Man people.
Sadly.
My marriage is failing. Better call Satan.
He's dead. Better call Satan. You like your marriage? Yeah, I love my marriage. I'm taking your marriage from you. Oh.
Well, to be fair, they were like on the brink of divorce anyway. Weren't they having problems anyway?
I don't know.
Like, wouldn't they? Did they want to like split them apart? Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point being,
Captain America.
The point I'm actually
Peter Parker is not allowed to be happy. Moving on.
The point I'm actually trying to make is that Falcon being awesome is awesome. Like, having another cool black superhero is awesome.
And it was so simple. Just give him cool mechanical wings and Mac 10s. It's like
it's really...
It's almost like math
really
or something.
That simple. Like Martian Manhunter doesn't really count, even though, like, his standard disguise is a black detective in Colorado. He lives in Denver, by the way.
Is this form pleasing to you? Oh, yes.
John Stewart kind of counts, but John Stewart is just one of many. But he's just one of many Green Lanterns.
But he's still a black Green Lantern.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And John Stewart's awesome. I love John Stewart.
Yeah.
He's not my favorite Green Lantern, but I think he's my second favorite.
I love him.
But I do like John Stewart quite a bit. I just wish he was more creative.
It pretty much goes like this: Black Panther, Static Shock, Spawn, Green Lantern, John Stewart, Green Lantern.
Spawn, though.
Spawn's awesome, but he's not really a hero, and he's kind of an asshole.
I hate Todd McFarlane too much to like Spawn.
It's okay, but he's kind of an asshole. Now Miles Morales, the new Ultimate Spider-Man, who is now, unfortunately, Spider Hero, which just damn you, Marvel.
I don't even know. I don't even know how
that lime green purple guy I told you. Yeah.
No, I remember we looked at that. I just don't know why they would do.
Because Marvel doesn't understand when something's good, keep making it. They're like, oh, it's good. We have to kill it. We have to kill it with fire.
We have to change it. Yeah.
Oh, we can make it better by destroying it. Marvel, no.
There's
Marvel,
Steel.
no.
Just like Angel.
Yeah. They're having one good time.
They're just using the apocalypse method.
Oh, apparently.
Yeah, there's Steel, John Henry Irons.
He doesn't count. He's not he doesn't count. He's worse than Iron Man.
Yeah,
no. Steel is amazing.
Oh, he's not.
Except in that movie with Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq Fu.
Let's not talk about Shaq. Let's not do it. I don't want to talk about Shaq. Do you want to talk about Shaq?
For shizzle. No, I don't want to talk about Shaq.
Can you not look up Spider Hero next to me? It's making me sick.
I have to. I'm going to post a picture of Spider Hero so that with the internet.
I saw a picture of Mysterio and it made me happy.
Shut up. No one cares about Mysterio.
Mysterio's awesome.
Kind of. Anyway, so what are you excited the most about seeing in Captain America?
I'm super excited for the reveal. If they do this right, I am super excited for the reveal that Winter Soldier is Bucky. I want to see that scene.
Is that a spoiler? No, we're good. Okay.
I'm not even sure that's true. I'm not even sure that's going to be the case in the movie. It's just in the comic books, Winter Soldier's Bucky. So
and he kills
Bucky.
So
and by the way, to make you guys more mad, the correct name of the character is the Splendiferous Spider Hero.
What?
Splendiferous?
What does that word say?
That
says Splendiferous. I'll post on the Facebook chat so that way you can be sad with us.
How is that a heroic word?
Because he's splendiferous.
He has nunchucks too. Marvel, stop.
Please not.
Stop killing my heroes.
Why?
What was wrong with Miles the way he was before?
He was I don't know.
He was not
black?
splendiferous enough. That was
guess.
the problem.
You know what's wrong with the Black Spider-Man? What? It's not splendiferous enough.
I'm just
Oh,
expecting
right.
Mary Poppins to swoop in and start singing a song about Spider Hero. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious Spider Hero. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious Spider Hero. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. He's not black anymore. like,
Even though the look of him was simply quite atrocious, I don't.
Yeah, I'd like his ultimate costume. It looks freaking sweet. It's his
Oh
black
yeah,
head.
Yeah.
But
What's wrong with that? Anyway, this is the best Spider-Man.
especially is
The reason I'm looking forward to Captain America is because they say this is going to be the movie that is the biggest connection to the Avengers 2. So I want to see what am I going to notice about Avengers 2. And again, Avengers 2 is Age of Ultron. So I want to see what's going to happen, how they connect that. Because Ultron doesn't have anything to do with S.H.I.E.L.D. most of the time. So I want to see how that's going to bleed in.
I still want to know. I mean, I guess maybe
We're gonna kill Tony.
We'll find out. Like, here's
have we considered that maybe they're going to try to bring Hydra into the
Hell Hydra
into the production of Ultron?
I mean, maybe they
because
could use...
they confirmed that one of those Hydra villains, Baron von Struckenheimer or whatever, was gonna be,
German guy,
was going to be a villain that's going to show up in one of the movies.
Right, he's gonna show up in Avengers 2 is what they've confirmed. And
well,
maybe
they already confirmed that Tony makes Ultron.
I mean, did they confirm that, or is that just speculation? Because I haven't.
No, it's
that
confirmed.
Is confirmed.
It's confirmed that he makes Ultron.
That annoys the crap out of me.
Remember we were on Mouthwash when we confirmed it. We were upset. Like I thought Hank Pym makes Ultron.
Yeah,
like,
Hank Pym is supposed to make Ultron. We'll
Personally,
talk about this.
I kind of
save that thought.
Think
we'll
it's
be
a
back.
little bit, yeah.
Save that thought.
Save that thought.
We'll be back.
We'll talk
Stay
about this
tuned
more.
to hear that thought. I'm Fasa.
This is Aggro.
I'm the Gnome. We'll be right back, and we'll talk more about this because it really does bother me. And
yes.
KGSS.
Yeah.
Because
Splendiferous.
Because splendiferous. That's full of Splenda. That's what that means.
It's fake.
Jeepers, I wish I could play video games more.
Well, Harry, does your internet suck?
Yeah?
Is your TV a hunk of scrap metal?
Yeah, because Daddy doesn't come home anymore.
Well, Billy, you should check out Clutch Gaming Arena.
What's that?
Why, Clutch Gaming Arena is Colorado's #1 mecca for esports and competitive gaming. With over 50 PCs, a massive gaming projector, and a swelligan sound system you'll never want to leave.
I'll never go home again.
You won't have to, because of their delicious snack bar packed with tasty drinks and snacks.
Golly gee, mister.
That's right, Sally. Check them out on their Facebook page or at clutcharena.com.
My name is Jim.
Ha ha! That's right, Timmy. Check out Clutch Gaming Arena today.
Taking fire, taking fire. Oh my god, this place is so clutch.
Clutch Gaming Arena, because going home is for quitters.
Hello, GSS. This is Fasa.
Hey, geeks, this is Aggro coming at you for your morning show, The MouthWash.
Hey, geeks, this is Fasa. You can catch me every weekday, 7:30 to 10 here on geekstreetsociety.com on The MouthWash. Check it out.
Hey, nerds, if you're not listening to MouthWash weekdays 7:30 to 10 a.m., you're doing it wrong. Gnome don't give a frack. MouthWash.
Every weekday from 7:30 to 10, check us out on geekstreetsociety.com. Yes, 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 GSS.
Gnome don't give a frack. MouthWash.
Bounce.
Bounce. Bounce. Bounce. Bounce.
I'm Fasa.
We really should plan our bring backs into the show more.
No, that's why they're awkward and fun. I'm Fasa.
This is Aggro.
I'm the gnome.
The problem is that I say a joke and then you guys carry it on too long and then don't introduce yourselves. It's true. That's life. And then he keeps going 5 minutes after the joke is done.
Better with you out of my life.
So Ultron. So
so thank you for coming back. When we left last segment, we were talking about how we're going to talk about
we were going to talk
Avengers
about
2: Age of Ultron and how Hank Pym did not make Ultron. In fact, it's actually Tony Stark, and that makes me mad. That makes him furious, and I don't think he knows what I'm talking about. So
no, I know what
just
you're talking
like
about.
I was going to lead in with something.
Okay.
Shh. Now you ruined it. I can't do it anymore. I can't. Good. No, I'm taking it from here. I just hold all that planning down the drain.
It wasn't planning you shared with me.
Yeah, you have to share planning for it to work.
I ain't gotta share shit. Now talk about the damn subject.
Okay, so here's what it comes down to.
Ow.
Tony Stark is, well, he's Tony Stark. Like he's not the guy that makes stuff that backfires. He's the one that makes terrible decisions because he's drunk. Like,
I can't be Iron Man anymore. I need to make a new Iron Man.
No. He gets drunk, hears voices, gives Rhodes the Iron Man suit, continues to stay drunk for 3 months straight. Rhodes is the new Iron Man, loses his freaking mind, becomes War Machine, fights Iron Man in a broken Iron Man suit, and that's how that happened. And then he made the end.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, exactly.
Not kidding at all.
I'm just like imagining
exactly how that went.
The CSI Miami opening, except that it says Avengers West Coast. Like, burn out. Burn out.
So
fair enough.
Tell me, okay, so tell me what you feel about that. Like,
so here's the thing. Like, why introduce Hank Pym? Why make an Ant-Man movie? Why bring Hank Pym into it at all if Hank Pym isn't gonna make Ultron? What's the point of Hank Pym? Like, let's be serious. Hank Pym is not a good superhero. He's
terrible.
He
beats his wife.
It's not even. And it's not even about the wife beating. Like,
that's part of it.
That's part of it, but like even his power set, he's like, I can get really big in nunchuck, bitches. Like
nunchuck, bitches.
Like seriously, like he grows really big.
By the way, that's like the greatest Robot Chicken thing I've ever seen in my head. I just no. What you just said, I saw in my head as a Robot Chicken moment. Nunchuck, bitches. This is it, man. I think it's tiny by accident. Oh shit.
Fun fact: there was an episode of Robot Chicken where Britney Spears like absorbs other pop stars and yells in nunchuck when she grows, and it
I couldn't stop laughing.
But no, that
nunchuck.
Moving forward. To the point, to the actual point.
If you can't tell, this is a Highlander parody.
Anyway, before we get completely sidetracked on Robot Chicken, which is something we do all love, but before we get sidetracked, like Hank Pym, like he has two different power sets. One of them, he grows really big and is still useless because he never can do anything when he's a. If you've ever read the Ultimates
or just watched anything,
like seriously, there's a panel in the Ultimates where after Hank Pym like beats his wife and like goes running off and Captain America's pissed off at him.
She called me small.
Captain America, exactly. Like Captain America hunts him down, finds him in a back alley, and Hank Pym's like, haha, I'm gonna grow and be Giant Man. What are you gonna do, little man? And Captain America steps on his foot, leaps up onto his knee, leaps off of his knee, punches him in the face, breaks his giant jaw, and puts his ass down. He's useless.
Do you know what's better than that? When he wanted to fight the Hulk and he grew giant, and the Hulk just broke his knee by jumping up and punching him in his kneecap.
Exactly.
That was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, God.
Because I've never seen a man become so humble in a second. Go, whoa, what you gonna do, Hulk?
But I discovered Pym particles.
Yeah. It was the fact that he was like jaunted to the left. It was his right knee, like, and I'm like, so, you thought you were a superhero? You're not.
He punched his right leg so hard it turned into a left leg.
And that's my point. Like the existence of Hank Pym.
Batman ain't shit.
Because Hank Pym's an engineer, right? Like Hank Pym's a scientist, but the Avengers already have Bruce Banner and Tony Stark,
who are
and
dating.
Shield,
and access to Shield. So like, here's the thing.
You've now completely devalued Hank Pym.
Hank Pym almost always exists, when he's Giant Man, almost always exists as a cautionary tale for why you don't do superheroing without training. Like, he's almost, like, his entire point in the Avengers seems to be to get his ass kicked and then get scolded for never learning how to fight. That's it. That's all he does.
But I turned big.
That's cute.
So does the Hulk.
Oh, wait, and so does Goliath, the black guy who can do the same thing.
So does Colossus.
So not exactly. Well, okay.
He gets a little bit bigger.
He gets bigger, but like
he gets denser.
The point being, like Colossus is
Yeah.
useful because he gets harder to hurt, whereas Hank Pym just has human bones and he has like a height ceiling. He can't go higher than a certain height. Even like he can't even be like 150 feet tall and just unassailable. No, it's like 66. It's like 66 feet or something like that. It's his height ceiling.
It's not really that big.
Something arbitrary. He can't go. He's like 66 3/4 because he can't go to 67 feet.
Because anything more and his penis will fall off or something. I don't know. It's ridiculous.
His bones won't support him or something because of the material they're made of. Anyway,
no, it's the weight of his ego.
It's true.
It's the weight of his ego is too dense. It's bigger than Tony's.
So and then when he's not Giant Man, he's Ant-Man, and Ant-Man is kind of cool. He's the shrinking hero, which isn't something that Marvel really has in abundance.
Real quick, I'm gonna post this picture of little chibi Ultron beating up all the. This is adorable. Sorry,
Ultron is OP, by the way.
Ultron's ridiculous.
So on the other end of the spectrum, Hank Pym exists to be the shrinking hero, and the shrinking hero is cool, except that
the Atom from DC does it better.
Exactly, the Atom can get way smaller and does this whole like
he like surfs on electrons and shit.
He like surfs on electrons. He's like, I'm gonna beat up these bacteria because I'm doing science.
He got in a fist fight with
a
algae.
paramecium.
Yeah.
Like it's just because he's the Atom.
Paramecium is tough.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Float like a butterfly and sting like a bit. Yeah.
But Ant-Man can like
fighting white blood
communicate with instincts. But really, what it comes down to is when he's Ant-Man, they design stories just
real quick
to make him
Doom
useful.
Ranger, I love you because it's just wow. That's just wimpy. Because yeah.
And when, like I say, when he's Ant-Man, they make up stories specifically to make him seem like he's useful, because these things that never happened before and will never happen again, except when Ant-Man's on the team.
Even the Hulk can't destroy this door. How will we get through it? Hank, go through the keyhole. Yay! I do something.
Except that his wife does that too, because his wife shrinks naturally and is the Wasp and can wasp sting people when she's full size and just knock them the family out. So
here's the thing. Hank Pym can go big and small. His wife can fly, go big and small.
No, just go small.
And then she also has laser blast.
Yes.
It can be just really annoying.
Because technically speaking, she's a mutant, although they don't talk about... We don't talk about that in the Marvel movieverse.
Why is my wife cooler than me? Why'd you overcook the roast?
Slap. And then that's pretty much his entire life.
That's it. That's all Hank Pym does.
He comes home, and then Tony said something mean. He beats his wife, and then goes to bed. And you think I'm joking.
Bruce Banner makes him feel like he's a bad scientist.
Yeah.
Bruce Banner makes him feel like he's
Paul Rudd is a different Ant-Man.
But we think. We don't know for sure.
Oh, yeah. I pray to God it's not that Ant-Man.
Paul Rudd we suspect is going to be Scott Lang, who is the second Ant-Man.
Who does not beat their wife.
Who well, we expect... So
Shucks.
The theory is that we're going to see Hank Pym discovering the Pym particle and stuff, but he'll be played by a different... He won't be the hero.
And then his wife smacks
He'll
him.
just be the scientist.
You're useless.
I would love that.
I would applaud.
Like the way that we had the flashbacks to the 50s in the one episode, or the in Iron Man 2, or like the way... like he'll be like the 50s scientist is the theory, and then...
Pym particles.
And then... But I like... Ant-Man in his sort of standalone, but as a member of the Avengers, Ant-Man just can't hold his own. Even worse than Hawkeye. Like Hawkeye is at least he's
cool.
Do Overwatch and look like a badass with a bow out. Like he can be in dramatic poses.
He can at least have dynamic poses and just do crazy shit with arrows. Iron Man can fly around. He's helpful. Captain America is just a human who's really strong. He's really good with tactics. And then you just go to Hank Pym. What do? I can get big and small. And I can talk to bugs. Get at me. And then no one's like, and then everyone's like, pass. And then he smacks his wife. That's how his reality works.
You know what?
Wait, think about it this. What if they went all Attack on Titan on him in this version? Like he just goes Titan. Like he just gets tall and then he's in buildings punching Loki.
He's like Aaron, just like screaming at the top of his lungs and glowing eyes. That would be nice if he had like.
But then he'd just
powers.
be like the Hulk, except
except bigger than the Hulk. Like,
but I'm just saying, like fighting style. Like
that'd be cool.
Giant guy Muay Thaiing buildings. Like
except that
but that's just not how it goes.
Hank Pym doesn't know how to fight. That's the problem.
Yeah, he has no martial arts training at all.
And so,
but he's not Hank Pym in the movie.
Neither is Scott Lang.
So like I don't. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know as much about Scott Lang. I know a lot about Hank Pym.
Ultron.
I've read a lot of comics where Hank Pym is Ant-Man / Giant Man, but I don't know a ton about Scott Lang. I actually kind of want to look into him. I'll look into him for the next
for Monday,
segment.
next Monday,
or for
no, we're there for Monday because we
can do an origin on Monday. We'll talk about Scott Lang on Monday.
Yeah.
So tune in, or we can do it. Do we want to keep Origin? We'll talk about it during the break. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know.
However, if you have anything you want to talk about Ant-Man, not so much wife being with Ant-Man and how bad Ant-Man is, or if you like Ant-Man, if you're a fan of Ant-Man, you're not wrong. I just think you need to read more comic books, and that's okay. Tell us what we're missing. Why? Like currently, as far as I'm concerned, the only thing that Hank Pym has ever given the Avengers is the Vision. Like seriously, by accident.
But Vision OP though.
Tell us on TwitchTV.com hashtag GSS mouthwash. Hit us up in the feed. Tell us what you think. If you like Ant-Man, you hate Ant-Man. If you think Tony Stark making Ultron's a good idea, bad idea, let us know what you think. Because we care. I've been posting stuff on the Geek Street Society thing on Facebook all day. I just posted Fear Cute Ultron. It's adorable. Check it out. We'll be right back. I'm Fasa.
This is Aggro.
And I'm the Gnome.
And when we get back, we're just going to yell about Ant-Man some more.
Yeah, that's probably not true.
I am.
Fasa's going to yell about Ant-Man, and we'll have to shout him down. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time for all.
It'll be a great time. And also, we're going to talk about what we want to see 2014 anime-wise. Yes, yes, yes. KGSS.
Yes. This is the mouthwash. I swear.
And I swear.
Let me do this. I'm gonna call you later. Alright. I love you, boy. Love you too. Alright. Keep all that. Gladiators on deck. Drug user don't drink Sprite. And when I do it, ain't pink Sprite. A lot of lean is purple. Trust this shit, don't trust. Really no 2-point conversion. Won't run it after I touch down. My opponent kicking his defense. Try this shit this weekend. Where was you when I was slumped over? Gums hurting from an old bullet in front of toilet while hunched over. Puking all in my insides. Stab wound from an old friend. Well, at that time we were close friends. They say I killed them in cold blood. We wrestled with a gun, but the gun went off. He upped the pistol, left him dead in his eyes. I've been ready to die, so do it. Gates, man, I really do it. I'm serious, dude. Really do it. Turned his head, closed his eyes, aimed the tool, started shooting. I didn't die. My life will move. On 30 a.m. Never say when. It's 5 in the morning, and your children are somewhere around the corner. 6 a.m. Water boiling. Think I'm addicted to the strong. When I was touching McKinley, Aaron really my best friend, and I was loving her best friend. Bright pregnant with the long hair, you know, favor loyalist sister. She stole a check for to come and get me. I was buying dope in and out the system. Brent. At the same time, Coach Sweat need a track coach, and that. No, that didn't have to do with this. I was just thinking the facts, though. Just a girl around me, talking sexual around me. She been over in front of me from the back while I'm pounding. Now it's over. Get up and get out. I most likely forgot to mention, but we was in my trap house. Just brainstorming in the game, forming these thoughts and the ideas. No regrets for the I did, and also me for the I killed. 30 a.m. Never say when. It's 5 in the morning, and your children are somewhere around the corner. 6 a.m. Water boiling. Think I'm addicted to the strong aroma.
Are you suffering from target jitter? Having trouble controlling your reticle? Worried about low KDR? Then ask the internet about Reticule Advanced Targeting Systems. It's a non-adhesive film that clings to your television and won't damage it. It helps improve target jitter, eye muscle memory, and KDR. It's available for sale now at geekstreetsociety.com. Just click on the store link. It comes in 3 sizes: sniper, ambush, and firefight for any size TV. Side effects may include awesomeness, kill streaks, and the adulation of your peers. Retikill. Stop taping shit to your screen.
Hold it.
Gaming is a sport.
Hold it.
Training is a must.
Hold it.
Retikill is the tool.
Release! Release!
I'm releasing.
geekstreetsociety.com.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Inform Lord Vader we have a prisoner. Since you are reluctant to provide us with the location of the rebel base, I have chosen to test this station's destructive power on your home planet of
Geek Street Society Radio.
Where is the rebel base?
I can hold it. Pull on! No, I'm all right.
Continue with the operation. You may fire when ready.
What?
You're far too trusting.
geekstreetsociety.com.
Yarn!
I think we all need hats like that.
But anyway, this is the MouthWash. Release the Kraken! Release it!
I'm a T-Rex.
I'm Fasa.
Peace be Aggro.
And I do be the T-Rex of the sea.
This is the MouthWash. Now with more Kraken. Yarn!
Avast, it's time for the mouthwash.
And so, out of the abyss we have returned once more.
I'm the T-Rex of the sea.
I'm dead.
And I'm a furry. I'm
Yay!
Fasa.
Mouthwash cannon. I'm the gnome.
This is Aggro.
That's Aggro.
I'm the gnome.
That's Aggro.
me.
That's
Look,
the gnome.
wait, are you pointing? Are you pointing?
So, hey guys, we're back.
Yes, we have returned.
So last time we were talking about Ant-Man and Age of Ultron.
Why he sucks.
Why he's just a bad superhero and they should just stop. But either way. So now I had a question to propose to you gentlemen. It is, as you know, all this week is the first week back for 2014 at Mouthwash, and we're talking about what we want to see for the year. And it is Anime Day. So what in anime and manga, and what do you want to see this year? What do you expect this year? What do you want this year out of those?
Honestly, I just want something. I know it's a lot to ask, but I want something new that's as good as Attack on Titan.
Space Dandy.
You want Space Dandy, or that is what it is?
It's coming out, and I really want to see it. It's by the people who did Cowboy Bebop, and it's like ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about
action comedy. So
yes.
I'm excited for that. That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah,
as far
actually,
as anime goes.
You're 100% right. I had forgotten about that, the existence of that thing, and pretty much. So the people who made Cowboy Bebop are the same people that made Samurai Champloo, and pretty much anytime they make anything, I desperately want to see it. So
it's all good.
And the main character will be voiced by Steve Bloom in the English dub, and that's
Awesome.
always awesome because Steve Bloom is a badass.
I did forget to mention during talking about anime that I do love Samurai Champloo.
Honestly, there are a lot of older. There's sort of the classics, the stuff that was on Adult Swim first. Like if you remember, the first stuff to really be popular in America, the first stuff to really make mainstream anime success in America for not kids. So not talking about Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon or Sailor Moon. I'm talking
Dragon Ball is much better than Dragon Ball Z, in my opinion.
Agreed. But I'm talking more the stuff that showed up on Adult Swim first. I'm talking like Cowboy Bebop and Trigun and Outlaw Star and freaking Record of Lodoss War and all this stuff that sort of came over and was super popular in the sort of older crowd is awesome, and I love most of that. So, but yeah, Space Dandy. What are you looking forward to, Fasa? I know we talked about this a little bit earlier.
Well, I really meant the question more of as in what I want from anime. Really, not just what animes I want to see. Of course, I want to see the end of Naruto and the end of Bleach and more Attack on Titan. But what I want to see is introducing new types of main characters. I want to see new types of main characters that expand the gamut of the range of type of people.
Not just the I don't have parents main character.
Yeah, I don't want to see that anymore. I want to see
main character with a healthy family life.
Well, that or just he's not just it's not just I'm really me, so I get to be really me all the time. And
I'm gonna win by trying harder.
I'm gonna win by trying, and it's not that the hero has to struggle. I get that. That's how stories go. But what I'm saying is, every character has to be the dumb, innocent, overly happy Goku clone, and even Naruto kind of falls into that. Granted, Naruto is, to me, a little bit different, but it's more, they have different attachments to him, and that's why he's different. But essentially, he is just a clone of Goku. It's just he embodies the spirit of Goku, and
much
obviously,
like Luffy.
or Ichigo, all the shonen characters are damn near the same, and there's nothing wrong with that per se, and there's nothing wrong with that type of character. We just need different types. It's the same way why Superman's different from Batman and Batman's different from Spider-Man and Spider-Man's different from the Hulk is because the core character is extremely different. They all have their little quirks and their thing. Like there's people in there. Versus if I sat Goku down in Naruto, they would just simply talk about fighting each other to see who's stronger and whose will is better. And I really appreciate how strong you are. Let's compare dicks. That's what Goku and Naruto do. That's what they do. And maybe Ichigo would have more of an attitude in his voice, but it would turn into, oh, I care about my friends. I care about my friends too. Really? We should fight. I want to value your strength. I want to value your strength too.
Unless
oh my God, let's make out.
And then Aizen's just like, I'm just an asshole.
I'm pretty sure that if Ichigo met Naruto and Goku, Ichigo would be like, what? You're part Saiyan and you have a nine-tailed fox in you? Weird. It's weird how I'm also part Saiyan and have a nine-tailed fox in me. You have a power set. I guess I have it too. Hey, I'm Ichigo. I hate that. I hate Bleach. I hate Bleach so much.
That's the sad part is I can't get mad at that.
Okay, I like Bleach. I don't like Bleach because of Ichigo. Ichigo is like the least important part of Bleach to me.
No, that's
why.
As long as Yoruichi's still around, I'm all about Bleach.
And that's why I think for a large portion of Bleach, Ichigo isn't even there. It's just the other cool characters fighting.
You don't know that,
which is what I pay attention to.
That's right. Can we stop doing? By the way, the split up fight, can that be a resolution for anime makers in 2014?
Just 8 people gang on one person at a time. That's
exactly. But seriously,
okay, these guys are really powerful. So instead of splitting up just to see whose dick is bigger, let's just KO them one at a time.
Instead of pairing up, and then
what do you have? Fire powers? Oh, you be against my ice guy, but the ice guy is a good guy, so I have to find a way for him to win. Oh, because ice turns into water. I got it. Like it doesn't. No, that's not how it works.
It's not like no. You all go on. I'll slow this one down. No, stop it.
How about we all stop here? Beat the brakes off this guy.
Is there a bomb? Going. Is there? Why is there time? Why is there a time limit? We can get there.
Because
they're taking Sasuke away.
Shingeki no Kazukan is charging the almighty demon spear. We need to go.
What?
It's obviously going to take 9 episodes.
And this is why I don't like 90% of anime.
But me joking aside, I want to see more diversity in that to where
at the worst it turns
mid-sentence.
Yeah, sorry.
1 second. Lost it. I just want to see the writers and creators and people inspiring because I love anime and manga as a core. The way they're told, like you said before, the way that they're drawn, it's all very beautiful and interesting and really cool. It's just the way they fall into tropes is so much more often than comic books. And we need to kind of need to figure out how to add to it without changing what it is. And I think it's possible. And like I always say, if you're creative, if you're imaginative, it's possible.
Well, it's just like Western comics need to learn how to let a character die.
And stay dead.
Hey, Wildebeest is still dead.
Jean Grey's still dead. And as far as I know, Damien's still dead. Till later this year.
But Batman's never been dead.
And no.
Spider-Man's kind of dead, I guess, but not really. They just made a new series where he's still Peter.
No, that's a good point. Now, I appreciate when someone's like, oh, we're not going to kill Spider-Man, but we'll kill Peter Parker. I was like, okay, I still get a Spider-Man comic book, and there's a new character. Okay. And then ultimately, they actually killed Peter Parker and replaced him with Miles Morales.
Technically, Superman was never dead either.
And that's the problem, America. But we'll talk about you on Monday.
I remember our epic conversation where we were talking about what DC should do, and we decided that Batman should finally lose it and use his plan to kill all of the Justice League, and
all the villains.
Yeah, and all the villains. Batman just goes crazy and kills everyone, and Superman has to put him down. And the end of the series is where it's just Superman and maybe like 3 other lowly heroes that Batman missed just because he didn't think they were worth his
Superman, Booster Gold,
Aqualad, and Aqualad, Booster Gold, and Superman. That's what's left.
That's it.
What the hell is Booster Gold?
Wonder Girl.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think Wonder Girl would go in swinging.
Wait. I have to read this comment real quick. How do I say that? Maxim Merriman?
Batman died a long, long time ago.
Oh, Batman's died inside a long, long time ago. He was just sleepy.
Being dead on the inside doesn't count. They have to actually be dead and gone and not
their heart has to not come back.
I want you dead on the outside. Stab.
Stab. It's not that I don't love Batman. We just need
dead
more.
Like King Piccolo.
Just
gone.
Well, he came back as Piccolo.
But Piccolo's a completely different character.
Good job, anime.
See? Well done. But seriously,
so, that's what I want. That's what I want to see. And obviously, we're just talking, but I think if I see one more like goofy kid that just tries really hard and for some reason plot device, I'm gonna rip my testicles off because I wish my life worked that hard because I'd still be going to school.
Yeah,
it's okay. I just try really hard. I'll just run to the building and punch the advisor in the nose, and I'll go back. I get my classes back.
Yeah,
do that. Do it again. Yeah,
respect your moxie.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
I like your moxie, kid. Bleeding out of his face.
Clearly, you really want this. Maybe we should give you a second chance.
Yeah. How did you get it? I punched every advisor in the school right in the teeth.
I challenged him to a duel.
Yeah. Right.
We fought it out with yardsticks.
Also,
and there's also I always hate the trope of the rival fight. I respect you, but I can't stand when you breathe near me. Yeah, you're my friend. Headbutt. Wait a second. Wait a minute.
Another thing for anime. Can we start referring to what we mean instead of trying to be dramatic? Like
I saw.
Like we were watching Attack on Titan last night. It's one of those things. It's one of those things that bothers me constantly in anime when they're just like, you were there on that day. Like
flashback for 3 episodes.
Not even that. It's just because anyone who's seen Attack on Titan, it's at the end of the episode. Aaron's mom just got eaten, and the narrator, I think it's Mikasa, whatever. The narrator goes, and on that day, mankind remembered what it was like to live in a cage and being humiliated by the Titans.
No, you see, that's fine. It's when other people refer to it later. It's not like if you look at someone who say was
with
at the building, was in New York on the day on 9/11. You don't look at them and go, "Oh, you were there that day." You go, oh, wow, you were there on that. Like, you say the name of the event. You talk like a real person.
Yeah,
you don't talk.
They didn't just say. I mean, maybe after World War I, they said the war.
Well, yeah, because that was the war. That was the only.
But World War II
was
like the current war.
That's why.
And then Nam was Nam.
Yeah, well, at least in Naruto they say the second, fourth, third ninja war. Like they actually name them.
Well, yeah, Naruto's not as bad about that. But
Naruto's bad with. These arms!
Which is like, I'm going
to defend that woman's dignity with these arms on this day with this face on my body.
Like, seriously.
With my friends.
Like, seriously. Like,
dramatic ass.
Just cut words out. Like, it's really, really simple. Just simplify it. Don't say,
Rasengan, face,
if you
fight.
If you would use unnecessary words, just reread this. Like, if you would say, oh, the strength of my body is going away. No, my strength is failing me. That's enough words.
No, okay.
Just do it.
You want to see how bad it is, guys? That's if I go to the bathroom, I unzip my pants, I go to pee, and I go, I'm going to pee with this dick. And then, you see how silly that is?
Do you understand?
I understand how ridiculous that is.
I don't know if that's just a quirk of the Japanese language, and that's just weird. That's just
and then
how
the toilet
translates.
pushes up its glasses with one finger and says, "This isn't even my final form."
And then me and the toilet have to have a massive fight. Oh.
Have you ever seen Chromatic High School?
Oh God, yes,
I love
hate-
anime that parody anime.
I hate Cromartie High School.
You hate
so
Chromatic
much.
High School? I
hate
love
it.
Chromatic High School.
Okay, so we don't have a lot of time left, so I want me and Gnome. I want Gnome to pitch this anime idea that we came up with last night. It's
I actually
ridiculous.
haven't heard this, so I'm excited.
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
You want to do it?
So yeah, I'll do it real quick. So what we were doing, we were Eugen was here with his PS4, and he was playing. What is the name of that game?
Warframe.
Warframe. He was playing
Warframe.
Warframe, and in Warframe, his character has this ridiculous like plasma scarf that flaps in the wind.
Plasma scarf.
And we were discussing the physics of a plasma scarf and how you would keep having to run away from it so it wouldn't burn you to death.
Because once you stop, it will just cut through your body.
It would just stop. It would just hang down, and just your spine would melt, and you'd be
So
dead.
we came to the conclusion of, he had to be in a car, and then we talked
you
about
have
car
to-
ninjas.
You'd have to
and
be in
now
a
we're
car.
here.
Have to be in a car driving constantly with his scarf behind him to keep running away. He'd have to never sleep, just keep running or driving his car forever. And so this led to.
We're just getting started. Go ahead.
This led
So
to.
it's like Crank, but ninjas and cars.
Yes, it kind of.
better.
Except
Okay.
what it came
And
down
Speed
to.
Racer.
We came into so one of my favorite. I've talked about this before, but my favorite manga ever, and I do mean ever, is iShield 21. And part of the reason is because you've got all these ridiculous characters that have the most specific, stupid skills that would never be useful anywhere else, but on the football field are amazing. Like,
On that day, with these arms.
like there's a dude
On this ring.
There's a character who can't do anything else, but he will catch anything that is thrown at him. Like seriously, he just like leaps 17 feet in the air, grabs a ball out of the air, and then falls. Like he can't run with it, but he will catch that.
Okay, I'll break
goddamn
his
ball.
legs falling back to earth.
So
but he will catch that ball.
So essentially, this is what it's about. There's going to be like, what, 4 or 5?
It's essentially the idea is, and all the sports anime, you've all got all these characters that have specific abilities that are super useless except in very specific situations. And so you start with a group of ninjas driving cars in a like a racing
Racing-like
league,
fashion.
in a racing league, and there's like 4 or 5 of them that have actual powers.
Ninja Street Racing.
Like you start with like the
Yeah.
main character. The main character dude is like a dude that was delivering pizza, and like he just has the ability. He knows exactly where his car is. He has perfect
he has
control.
perfect sense and understands like shortcuts and how to drive and race really well.
Right, and so he just darts around in and out of cars. He drifts, and you get that close-up shot of him being like an inch and a half
So
away from the wall as he's drifting.
He has
Perfect spatial
car-based spatial awareness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or vehicle based.
Okay,
And
I like
number
that. I
two,
like that. Number two
is the
is-
guy who doesn't have any powers. He's just really he's like the Batman with a car.
He's
so
main
he has
guy's
like the
best
speed
friend.
racer car.
Yeah, he's main guy's best friend, and he always wanted to be a racer, and so he trained his
I wanna
skills.
be the very
He trained his
best.
skills, and he got
My
like the
friend's
best car.
way better than me.
Yeah. He has the Mach 5 basically. Like he has all of the gadgets and all the stuff, and he just wanted to be a racer, and he's the smart one, so he's the one that comes up with the plans. Then you've got Mechanic Chick, who, let's just put it this way, her introduction, she blows out a tire, cranks the wheel, puts herself on the 2 tires that are still good, pops out of her car, steals a tire off of someone else's car, changes her own tire,
By
lands
ninja
back,
starring the
and
tire
then
out of
wins.
the car. Yeah.
She's R2-D2 of the racing world.
She has a robotic arm and a sword wrench. That's just how she goes.
Just flying through the air in a ninja costume. Wow!
Then you've got the dude whose only power is the ability to control his own drag. So he can just move the wind to give him bonus drag and just make himself go faster. And then you've got the chick who can alter the density of her car.
So she can go through other people's cars, or just
she
be
can
this
either go
solid
intangible
iron
and just
block.
pass through people, or she can just ram the crap out of people by going super dense. And then, like,
This is real life right now.
They start as rivals because every anime they start as rivals, and then someone brings them together to be on a team, and they move up in a new racing league where everybody has powers, and that's it. That's the anime.
So it's kind of
Ninja Racing Speed Racer.
It's kind of like Air Gear, but
with cars and ninjas.
With cars.
Yeah.
So stay tuned to the Geek Street Society website because I'm totally weird making this a comic book. I swear to God.
It'll be
What
terrible.
are we gonna call it?
I don't know yet, but as soon as we know, you will know. It's gonna be fantastic.
I'd say Ninja Drag, but I'm pretty sure people would think of something else.
And on that note, I'm Fasa.
This is Aggro.
I'm the Gnome.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of MouthWash. I know I did.
Can we call the character that holds it, that can control his drag, the drag queen, though?
I think someone will call him that. He may not call himself that. He may not acknowledge it, but someone will have
Either
to
way,
call him that.
if you enjoyed today's show, make sure to tune back in tomorrow. Again, that's the same spot. That's Spreaker.com. Tune in. You can always go to the Geek Street Society webpage, or you can hit us up on Twitch TV, twitch.tv Hashtag GSS Mouthwash Live. We're going to be here every day. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Again, I'm Fasa.
This is Aggro.
I'm the Gnome.
And you can officially swish and spit. Your mouth is clean.
It's so clean.
Go have a great day, geeks.
So clean.
I inspected it thoroughly.
You should go to sleep now.
Or wake up.
Whichever. Yes, yes, yes.
KGSS.
That's right. With a K.
Xbox. End that.
My gameplay was mean, used to put the duck hunt gun straight up to the screen, cause I was sick and tired of seeing that stupid dog bark. Used to yell it's over every time that it all starts. I would play punch out straight through the mic fight, build my own course and get to jumping on Excite fight. I used the flute in Super Mario 3 and skip a whole bunch of boards and still say I didn't cheat. Whipping like Castlevania, chopping like Kung Fu. Ninja Turtles is my ish, Snake from Metal Gear, my dude. On a double dragon bender like 6 times through. In battle toad, best believe I get down too. I never lost the love, me I just lost the interest. Maybe from the rap or the funny smelling incense. But to this day I guarantee I'm sick. You can get your ass whipped if you pass me the stick. Tell him, Greg.
They said put down the controller, pick yourself up, brush the dust off your shoulder. You haven't done anything for the last 2 days, dog. You're gonna go outside today, no. I'm just gonna do my thing, even if it means that I do nothing, yo. I hold up my controller and I'ma play my game till I get game. As many of us know, SNES was the best. Press the cartridge in the far side of the system and you're set. PlayStation had its place too, but it wasn't until the GameCube that I wanted to play Sonic, so Sega's just not my game, dude. Put Osama to shame with the bombs I laid in Bomberman. Got more kills than Jeffrey Dahmer did. I'm like Diddy Kong with my fitted on, and when I spit at ya, I'm freaking reptile for Mortal Kombat. That's why I bit at ya. I've been the best at balling in NBA Jam and Hang Time. Mario and Rayman, white glove and gang sign. Spyro the Dragon got my eye on my enemies. Got a firefly that's supplying my energy. Putting bandicoots in bandages, kicking Kirby's keister even though I've been a fan of them. I'm tired of rappers claiming they spitting shurikens when they couldn't tell a tiger uppercut from a Hadouken. What? They said put down the controller, pick yourself up, brush the dust off your shoulder. You haven't done anything for the last 2 days, dog. You're gonna go outside today, no. I'm just gonna do my thing, even if it means that I do nothing, yo. I hold up my controller and I'ma play my game till I get game.
The main character's name is going to be Akira Mitsubishi.
Right now, you're hungry.
You about that?
I'm not
yes?
about that.
There's only one place to go fix the legendary hunger you're feeling, and it's Legends of
Mitsubishi.
Sports Grill.
Why not? It's a word.
You could do like Toyota instead of Toyota. Like you can do almost. You can't, but you can't actually do Mitsubishi. Or really Akira.
Legendary hunger. Conveniently located on East Island, just off of 225 in Aurora. Come down for ladies' night every Thursday or karaoke on Saturday night. Legend of Aurora Sports Grill. Legendary.